We're
Okay,
rolling.
ready?
We're in the
Ready to
air.
go?
Woo.
Hey, welcome back to Four Shots Later. I'm Steph Marie,
I'm Brittany.
I'm Janine.
And I'm Joy Nicole.
and we're 21 years old.
Ooh.
Oh.
21.
Episode 21.
21.
Just so you guys know.
In
And,
case you didn't get the message.
yeah, we're finally legal.
We're legal.
We
We can drink now, girls. I'm excited.
We have our birthday sashes that I refuse to wear.
I was.
so-
That was
And
what I
mine
was
will
gonna
be
say.
off
Don't be
soon
a
because
party
it's
pooper.
just annoying.
They are pretty annoying.
Yours is
But
bad
it's
and
cute
boozy?
though. Yes, I'm
Mine-
bad and boozy.
Oh, I'm bad.
Oh, y'all both bad and boozy.
Okay, who are you?
I am crashing the party.
Oh, you
Oh,
are.
what's mine?
21, baby. 21.
21.
21.
21.
Can you
21.
do something for me?
Hey.
Hit us.
So we decided to throw it back since, we're legal. And when you're legal, like, you have to just, like, it's all about drinking.
It is.
Yes.
Legally, finally.
Right.
Right.
So we threw it back to, like, a simple cocktail that you probably would have ordered at the bar when you were 21. But we elevated it slightly.
A little elevation.
A little elevation.
I mean, we're still grown over here. We got to do something.
We did
Now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
we
Go
did
ahead.
we did a lemon drop, but it's blueberry.
A little boozy. A little
say,
bad and boozy.
Like, I
Yeah.
still drink lemon drops. Does that make me like.
No, it's just
Okay. But I get mine with Saint Germain.
Oh, that's elevated.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah, that is
elevated.
fancy. That's
Yeah.
fancy.
Grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fancy.
Okay. Just had to check.
So we did a lemon drop, a blueberry lemon drop. We have a sugar rim.
It
I
looks
rimmed the
amazing.
glasses today, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I brought the sugar and the rimmer.
I squeeze a lemon. I mean, let's,
You know.
Teamwork.
Right.
So y'all ready to get started?
I am.
Yes.
It looks
Man.
amazing.
I love the color. It's
I'm
mysterious.
excited about this. I've never had a blueberry lemon
So what
drop.
I would have done, but I wasn't going through all that because like at 21, like behind, there's somebody's 21 and they're at the bar and they're ordering something like this.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you all this extra attention. Like I would have muddled fresh blueberries,
Oh, okay.
but I just gave y'all some blueberry syrup today.
Dang.
Got a little puree.
a little puree.
It's good.
I can't.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh. She's shaking a little bit.
I'm
There
excited
you go.
about this.
Could
I have not eaten anything, so if
Thank
I start
you.
acting a fool on here, just understand.
Listen, I had some espresso,
It's
so now I'm
alcohol.
like turned up.
You are. I had one egg, guys.
Okay, hold on.
One egg, right?
What kind of
And
diet is that?
Listen, no, I didn't even get to finish it. This is more point I'm about to make. Because my 21-month-old said, egg, and I had to give her
Give it to
my
her.
egg.
So when do you get to an age where you don't call them their months anymore?
After
After,
24.
like 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after 2.
Yeah.
Because I think, she's
Yeah.
45 months and a half.
I feel like
how
2
old is
because I can't say almost 2, 1.5. I mean, you can say that, but
Okay.
it's easier for you to
Okay,
understand
so
her development.
So at 24 months.
yes,
She's
she's
okay.
2. She's
Okay.
2.
It's
Like,
just for the
honest is
moms.
just now 3. She's just 3 now.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wrong. Cheers. Idiot.
Oh my god.
Did you get his quiz? Okay.
That's really good.
Oh, it's so good.
Really,
You rimmed it really, really good.
Nobody knows me. This is really
Ooh,
good.
this is good.
Mm.
I'm gonna have sugar everywhere.
Yep. You gotta lick it.
I licked it.
So
Because
it's
it's
yours.
mine.
Is that the
Oh,
cut?
Lord.
And then I got us some Publix cupcakes.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Which
excited.
part?
Those are like my favorite.
I love them.
I
Classic.
love a Publix cupcake.
Publix
feel-
has a lot of good food.
Yeah.
I feel like when I eat 3 of them, I just eat one.
No, seriously.
I actually have a
Drop a little
video.
mini.
I have a video of her explaining that, like literally while she's eating too.
Yeah,
She's
'cause
like,
they
"Well,
used to-
technically, I just ate one."
Thank you.
I
Because I
agree.
used to be like, you eating so many, but
Whatever makes y'all feel good.
We
Are
ready,
we ready?
baby?
Are you ready?
yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, well, since we're 21, I think it's only right that we talk about 21 Savage.
Oh, boy.
21.
He has gone viral. What was he promoting? Joy knows the whole front,
Yeah, give us
back,
the whole
up,
Look at
down,
Joy's
and
face on
side.
something,
So
but-
I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Okay, so I don't know the whole front to back. I might know the front and the middle.
Okay.
But what I stumbled upon my investigation, yeah, 21 scammed this really, really nice streamer. This guy, Aiden, I think that's his name. You know how these artists, they'll come on to the streamers, what is it? Like
Platform.
their YouTube or platform.
Yeah.
and do the games, and apparently they play cards.
Mm-hmm.
But
They gamble.
yeah, this particular time, my man's was checking, okay. They played this card game. I guess you could choose like what is it? King, Queen.
It's the highest card. You have to get the highest card.
So boom, they're playing that game. Mm-hmm. Apparently, the cards were like scratched.
So you could feel
the
and
face
know
cards.
it when you get it.
I feel like he could see it because there was even clips.
So
a table.
The cards were marked.
Yeah, the table was this small, and they were pulling, and then Aiden pulls his, kind of goes towards the screen, but then you see 21 like, looking real hard at the table. And then his boy comes into the camera view and taps on one of the cards, even like, to show him like, choose that one. He chooses that one. They finish the game.
How much were they betting?
$250,000.
Jesus.
So when that happened, like let's fast forward, and the guy Aiden, who's the streamer, one of his boys, I think, called it out first.
Oh, okay.
Where they were like, yeah, something's wrong with this deck of cards, because in the beginning you see 21 unravel, like undo the deck so that it shows like it's a brand new deck. But then you also see him go off to the side of the camera, so he could have swapped the deck then. But either way, he got scammed, called out. It was awkward as fuck.
It's real. It really,
Oh no, it was. He put it on his boy.
It's in 4K.
Yeah, like it was.
I mean, they were
like
streaming.
You
so it's
saw
like
it. You saw it when Aiden brings it up to him. 21 is playing the game, and it's just awkward. He's even reading some of the comments on the thing, basically saying you scammed him.
Damn.
So first of all,
oh wait, but then he finishes up by saying, "So
Welcome
what
to
you want to do?"
right.
Like
So
what
he
you wanna
kind of
do?
punked him. And
Yeah, like it was kind of fucked up.
I
honestly.
think they went into the situation knowing what they was gonna do.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, they played with the wrong kid because they thought he was soft because like, oh okay, we're gonna get this white boy.
I feel like that
That's
too.
exactly
Yeah,
what the
I feel
case
like
was,
that,
and they walked in
unfortunately.
knowing what it was like. But they did it to the wrong guy because his audience is so big. He's like the biggest streamer besides Kaya.
Kai
Sin,
Cenat.
right?
Kai
So
Cenat.
they're looking out for him, basically.
Because he also went on Kai before this, and him and Kai bet, and I think he won or lost 300,000. I don't know.
I think he beat Kai.
Kai, he beat Kai in like
Yeah.
Madden or something like
Yeah.
that, and so
It was
it's
about
like
that much. Yeah.
It was like
So anyways,
300,000.
They walked in like, oh, we gonna get this white boy. That is what I believe. That conversation was had. And so his homeboy, so it was planned going in to scam him, right? They go in, the cards are marked. Old boy points
Oh boy.
out to him which card to pull, right? He pulls it. Aiden is like, no, he wouldn't do that to me. Aiden's homie, like you said, is the one that saw like, nah, this ain't right? He starts to look through the cards. You can see 21 so fucking uncomfortable.
That's what I said. It looks
And
very
then
awkward.
he tells, like, you see him signals back to his friend, like put him up, like.
Oh, it's a very awkward situation. Like,
And they are killing him in the comments on Instagram.
yeah.
Killing him.
He should just give the money back.
But he said
He
he was going to
did.
pay him. He was going to pay, because I think it ended up being like 400,000, right?
Oh, I think.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
he
What?
said, he told
Yeah.
him, he was like, that's why he was like, well, what you want to do? Because he wanted to just like back out of it. You know what I mean? He knew he was caught at that point. You're
So he doubled
streaming.
it.
But he doubled down on it. He did like a post and delete on his story. 21 did.
What it say?
Okay, let me tell you what it said.
Because I
It
didn't
was
see that.
it was a bad
It was a bad post,
and delete.
and it got caught, and it was put on Twitter, and he took it down right away. And I'm wondering if a particular person told him to put it down, but he was mad that he got caught, and he was like, damn, I have it in my phone. I really want to read it. But
What did it say,
basically it said that the white boy, he calls him a Jew.
Yeah, called him
He
a
was
Jew.
like, this dumb Jew.
You
Yeah.
were lying.
Yeah.
He said basically is a rat, like for exposing him for it. And then he took it down, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why would you say that when Drake is like your partner? So I'm like, I wonder if he's
told
like,
him to take it.
yeah, who, like, because he took it down like immediately.
But you know,
God he
you
took that
can't
down.
never.
But it was already,
You can,
it's
you
already
know,
out
people
there.
are
Already out there.
screenshot so fast.
So fast.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
21 said he's
unfortunate.
giving the money back.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Okay, well then to me that tells what happened.
Right.
How do you recover from some shit like this, though?
Somebody gonna have to take the fall for it.
Well, his homeboy gonna have to take
Oh,
the
his
fall.
homeboy's
but-
gonna have to.
Right.
Somebody gonna have to.
But
take
my
the
thing
fall.
is, you admitted guilt by one making that post and then taking it down.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole body language admitted the guilt. Like for
That
me, I would have
part,
been
girl. That
for
body
me-
language was so telling.
For me, I would have been like, and he kind of told too much, right? You kind of ratted on yourself. So in my opinion, I would have been like, bruh, why you mark these cards? You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
would
And
have,
then talk about it later.
I would have ratted on my friend.
Damn.
At that moment,
Good to know.
I'm about to say, Brit.
Right. Good to know. Going down, Britt.
Right.
No.
not necessarily
Go ahead
ratted,
and say.
but you gonna be my scapegoat.
Right. Good to know.
Good to know.
Bitch, if I got the money,
I gotta
you
go sit in jail.
You gotta go. You gotta
I
go
go
to jail.
She gotta
No,
go
but I'm saying.
Worst case scenario.
Worst case
you know I'm gonna take care of you. You better take the phone.
Look. She gonna take care of you and your family.
If I'm making them ends, you gotta take the fall. Period.
I know not to take him, go commit a murder with you.
She told you that about 10 episodes ago.
I need a
though.
fall
She ain't
guy.
doing it with you.
Wow.
She is not doing it with
Wow.
you. No, man. Speaking
I
of.
did not sign up for the street rules, okay? I'm from the
Right.
suburbs.
If
Look,
you help me, if you mark the cards to make some money off me, and I get caught,
Stephanie, she not doing it.
She right.
but it was she was part of the plan.
Different friend.
well, that's different.
Well, if I
then.
was part of the plan,
if you was
that's
part of the plan,
different.
You
might
gotta
take the fall.
understand, his homeboy in 20 was both part of the plan.
There was absolutely in on it.
It was a
Like
cohort.
the way, no, the
Is
way
that what
she,
you saying?
yeah,
cohort.
they definitely was in on it.
Speaking of part of the plan, was it part of the plan for Kanye to snatch that cell phone out that
Oh.
And then offers
lady's
her a
hands?
job
And
after.
that was boss though.
He goes, what
Listen,
TMZ
I love
paying
it.
you? I'll
exactly.
double it.
I'll double it.
He was
But
trying to clean that shit
I didn't
up.
understand the point of him offering her a job, but what did y'all think about it? Was it that's
Wait,
that's
I'm
a
missing.
norm?
I'm sorry.
Kanye West. Okay.
Kanye, your favorite
Listen,
person?
Your favorite person.
I loved it. I loved every
Oh my God.
Right. I was like, I knew she
I
didn't
know,
hear y'all
she
because
could not
she
have
was
heard
like,
me.
When the lady
Like-
walks up and is like,
That was fucking
Bianca is
fantastic.
in-
The
Okay,
Yeah.
tell them what we talking about, Janine.
Okay.
because she's ready to
Go.
go.
Ready
The lady, the TMZ lady walks up
to
and-
Kanye.
to Kanye and asks him is he keeping his keeping Bianca under like
Does she
does
have free
freedom?
will?
Does she have free will?
Yeah.
And he
Okay, take
snatched
this
the
off.
phone. He was
I'm
spit.
sorry.
Mine's is coming off very
I
soon
gotta-
too. He snatched the phone from her. He's like, that was a dumb question to ask. Why would you ask me that? And then everything kept going. But she looked terrified. She was like, she didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
Like,
she should-
but
But he was mad aggressive.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he
was
Like
was.
the way
In
he
her
approached
face.
her,
He
the
was in her face.
aggressiveness.
No.
Yes, yes,
wait,
yes.
Wait, I think
That
that's
is still a
why
female.
the lady that was with him was because you can't. It's a thin line.
It was aggressive that you had your motherfucking phone in my face, filming me, asking me
of
about my
course,
fucking
of course,
bitch.
not.
That's the problem we have right here.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna
Let's
let you
clear
finish.
that up. Okay.
That's for real. That
the question.
that part
the
is
question
there.
was.
And the question was a dumbass question.
well, the,
Don't you be motherfucking asking me
go
about
ahead.
my motherfucking husband or my wife, bitch.
Go ahead.
That's what paparazzi do.
do right.
Right.
And you can
but
get
it
your
doesn't make it
motherfucking
okay.
phone
And that's what
For some-
happens
it
when you
doesn't
become
make
a
it
So that
okay.
means you have the right
celebrity.
to invade my motherfucking space and ask me whatever the fuck you want
So
to.
girl,
some
we
dude-
been-
but
listen,
some dude can come walk up
paparazzi-
on you how he did.
Huh?
Why she doing? Huh?
What did you say?
She got so huh?
You saw how she was doing her job.
That's
he
not-
snatches the phone, but the way she asked for it back, but the way he approached her already on some race shit off top.
Right.
Think because you some white
Wait.
lady, you can walk up. It was already
Yeah,
aggression.
privilege. Because they do think
But-
they can
but
motherfucking
still-
say whatever they
but
want to say
still-
whenever they want to and
Oh,
interject their
Lord.
fucking self.
I'm
They
not-
do.
Her doing her job,
That wasn't a job.
him living the life that
Where's
that
her
comes
press?
with
Where's
it.
her
I wish
credentials?
I could walk through with my
Where was
finger
her
up.
credentials?
You said what?
She
I wish
is
I could walk through with
TMZ,
my finger
so
up.
there was not just her. It was also
It was hella.
photographers.
It was
It
people
was
that
a
even
lot
caught
of
him
paparazzi.
doing that to her.
Well,
Yeah.
I can respond
I'm not
you
saying
feel
that
too.
she
You
was
absolutely
right
can.
for that because we always feel like paparazzi does way too much. I
Right.
mean, it goes back to it's so many events in our history that paparazzi does way too much. It's really hard because as a celebrity you sign up for all of this, which is the hardest part about being a celebrity.
Right.
Your life is out there. Everybody knows everything about you. You can't really get upset when somebody wants to take a picture of you or ask you a question, because everybody's thinking it. They just the
better
ones that
response
ask.
is just keep it moving.
Just keep it moving. But he's Kanye.
But he's tired of
And you
people
can't-
fucking bothering
then
him.
stay in the
Always
house.
asking him some shit about his
That's
bitch.
the other option.
He was going to an event.
But
Right,
Kanye,
the
I'm
other
supposed to
option.
stay in my house and live.
No,
this
he
is
was going
the
to see
thing,
Charlie
though.
Wilson, baby.
This is the thing.
I'm trying to go see my brother Charlie Wilson.
No, this is the thing though. If you don't want that attention, then why put up the type of things that you put up and be in the media the way that you are?
Right.
Like, how many times can you put up this woman in these ridiculous
fucking-
outfits?
It's equal
And all
responsibility.
yeah, it's equal responsibility, and expect somebody to be like, "Is she doing this like on her own free will?"
And
like,
to take someone's
we
property
even kinda
and
said
not
that,
give it
like-
back is wrong.
Because I low-key feel like she
But I
would
love
have been
Kanye,
black.
so-
I feel like he still would have
Yeah,
did
he
it.
still
He
would've
still
did
would have walked up on her aggressively like that.
I mean, it probably pissed him off that she was white, because that was
No,
the
it
first
took
thing
it
he
up a
said.
notch. It
Because
absolutely took it up a notch, especially her even saying the words free will.
Exactly.
I bet
think
it's
I
very-
think
it's a
that
very
had.
triggering-
I was about to say. I
Yeah.
think that had a lot to do
Very
with it. It was
triggering.
very triggering
But
for
I
a
think
white
he
woman
also
to
needs
say
to
that
be
to him.
careful, because now you're on, like, he's always talking about, he also was talking about Kim and the custody of his kids and all those
Yeah,
things.
he
And
went
it's
into
like,
all of that.
if you're having these public outbursts that are recorded, then that's not going to help you in court. That's not going to help you with the custody case of
Yeah.
your kids.
And then
you're basically assaulting a person
Yeah.
by taking their property and not giving it
Yeah.
back. That is a crime.
He gave
And
it
this-
back to her and
He
he
gave it
offered the
back,
bitch a job.
and he offered a job. But this
But
may be the
I thought he was cleaning it up.
this may be the
Right.
unpopular
He realized.
opinion. But if you don't want to be upset about people asking you questions like that, and all you date is,
So it's funny because I want to say
I'm gonna
about
leave
this
it right there.
that you said it was a race thing. And I do find that white people feel like they have the authority to decide when they want to make a scene or address things or say things to people that they may not, they need to stay in sometimes their own place. Today, for example, I went to go get our cupcakes. And this white lady is in the Publix acting a fucking fool. Somebody needs to help them in the deli. This is ridiculous. Go help the deli. Go help. She goes just like going
They
off.
just entitled.
We're looking at her
It's
like,
just-
what is wrong
Right.
with you, ma'am? She
Yeah.
goes to the front desk. You may need to go send somebody for help. I mean, this is ridiculous. You need to help them in the deli. And she's like, just talking. Like, ma'am,
Did they need help in the deli?
the whole store was packed. The lines were out. It was
Because
crazy.
if I was
So
waiting
why
on the
just the
deli, I'd
deli?
be like, yeah, we need some help in the deli.
But that wasn't the only place they need help at, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
she mad because she waited a little extra for her fucking sliced deli meat thin. You know what I mean? Like, she was going the fuck off. It was like, ma'am,
Yeah.
Right.
pipe down. a
Right.
little.
That feels
Oh my
entitled
gosh.
for sure.
Always entitled.
That's very interesting that Stephanie feels like somebody should have piped down. I love it.
Listen.
That's
That
freaking
means that
hilarious.
was a scene that we should have.
I looked
Yeah.
at her like, bitch, shut the fuck
Right.
up. Like, she just kept ranting about it as she's like in the checkout line. You're not even in the deli anymore. You're now checking out still. Like, this is just ridiculous. I mean, you guys need some help managing
She
things.
needed
She
somebody
had a bad
on her
day.
team.
She had a bad
Like,
day, guys.
She wanted somebody to chime in.
It
It's
was
all
too early in
good.
the morning for that. Okay, moving on.
We got our cupcakes though. Speaking of, can I have one? I want one.
Go
Somebody
for it.
hand me
Go
one.
for it. Get one.
hungry.
Mm.
I'm not myself today, guys.
Speaking of 21.
There's a lot going on.
What?
I was going
It's okay. Go ahead.
Go. You don't gotta tell me. Go ahead.
Because I want to know how y'all feel.
What about what?
Speaking of 21, isn't the guy Jalen, the basketball player, he's 21?
Jalen Green
That's
from the
going on with
Houston
that?
Rockets.
Okay,
Is
so
that
I
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on the Houston
I
Rockets.
found out because I just happened to be scrolling through the internet
Now he a cutie.
and Joe, he is. I feel crazy saying that.
I know, because he's only
Now that I
21.
think
Yeah,
about it.
I saw. Yeah, go ahead.
But I saw randomly Joe Budden like screaming, yelling down about Drea, right? And so I was like,
And that's his homegirl.
wow.
The fact that you feel uncomfortable talking about he's cute at 21 and you are not nowhere near the age of Drea. Imagine fucking that man.
Ooh.
She's not that close.
Drea's
How old
only
is
like
Drea?
39.
38?
Drea's 40.
Oh,
well,
she's
40.
40?
And how, you're a few years away,
I'm
right?
36.
Some years away.
Right.
Ain't that like 8?
You said
But,
nowhere
I
close,
mean,
though. You
is
said
Joe-
nowhere
I don't
close.
know. I don't know.
That was extreme.
But
Don't be putting me in her category.
But
I am the baby of the crew.
Can Joe Budden really
You
be
are.
the authority
You are.
on this?
No, he cannot.
Okay.
He
Just wanted to
absolutely
put that out there.
I know.
Wait, go back.
He dates lots of young. Well,
His current one.
okay.
Yeah, I'm like, can Joe Budden really be the person to call somebody out about underage
yeah.
dating? But I do think there's most definitely a double standard. I do most definitely think that it's predatory to, be dating someone that's close to your children's age.
They're the same.
Or younger.
They're the
Or
same age.
younger, like where they would interact, like Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. Like,
Yeah, her daughter feels hella
um,
uncomfortable on the show.
so I just,
they're the
I
same
think,
age.
the
Interesting.
biggest controversy is if
she
she's
pregnant?
pregnant or not, which I don't know if that's true, but
Well, she's putting it out that it's not.
I
Looking
don't
pretty
think
pregnant
it's.
to me, but
I think
we'll
it's
see.
predatory. Like,
I do too.
date people your own age.
Like I get, and it's to each his own. But I get the whole having the age gap, but like, could it be just closer to 25? Like, damn.
I think that
So what do you think?
And they
is-
say he's gonna max out at 300 mil.
So what do you think is an acceptable age gap?
I was.
Hold on, finish your thought, and then we could go to my question.
I was about to say because I wonder if it depends on how old they are as well. Because
What do you mean?
Who? Which?
just the age gap. My mom.
Oh, you mean like later in life?
But that was back in the
But
day.
that's
No,
but that's
not back
later
in the
in
day.
life though.
That's why I'm about to make this point.
Oh.
Because I completely agree. It looks crazy. 21 and 39, 40, and she's pregnant by him. And I think the worst part about it, guys, is he's an up and coming.
He's about to make a lot of
He's
money.
going to,
and
yeah.
she's been in this basketball world, so it looks a little crazy and groupie-ish.
She's 39.
Girl.
All I think on top of the age thing, but literally, guys, my mom married her husband, and they were married for 20 years before he died. He died before her. He died at 45, and that was 3 years ago, and she was 71 at the time when he died.
Oh, a younger.
So
guy.
that means
she dated
they
him.
were
20 something, right? Years
20,
apart.
yeah, like 28 years apart. I have two siblings that was older than him. So, but she ran from this man for so long, and he kept saying, "You are my wife. You are my wife. You are my wife." And he married her he was like 29 when he married her, and she was 50.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they were married, and that was the love of her life.
Yeah.
And she was married for 21 years until that man died, and she's still heartbroken because
I
he
guess
died.
the heart
But-
can want what it wants, but like
Yeah.
this situation, I feel
yeah.
is a little.
Yeah.
bit
So I
different.
wonder. That's why I'm saying I wonder if it's different when they're normal people.
Right,
He,
right.
you could tell that he didn't want her for any no money. She didn't want him for money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it was a different situation. It wasn't like
That's still a huge gap.
it's a huge. No, it was
huge.
hard. It was hard for
Yeah.
us. That's what I was about to say. It was hard for us because I was closer to his age than my mom was, and I had two siblings older than him.
I have
you
some
know?
something random I just discovered on TikTok. I don't wonder if you guys knew about this. Did you know that Marvin Gaye had a daughter or a child with his niece?
What?
His
Well, how did we
15-year-old niece.
Oh my
How did we
god!
get here?
Because we're talking about the gap. But it's because his
Wait,
wife
but
couldn't bear
his
children.
family-
She was older than him. This is what made me think of it. She
Okay.
was older than him. The world never knew he had their first kid was from his niece. Their niece. Really
so
her
she was
niece.
like a surrogate,
Oh, she was
kind
a
of.
surrogate.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, bitch, you said it like it was instant.
yeah.
Did he have sex with her?
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know how to-
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it.
I'm not interested in
Yeah.
diving
Yeah.
in there. So what do you
Yeah,
guys still
but-
feel like is an acceptable age
Right.
gap?
I mean, I don't know if I really know the answer to that, but I just feel like even when my dad was starting to date again, I'm like, please do not date anyone my age. Like it's just weird.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, I don't want to be like, how are you gonna mother me and we're the same?
Well,
Well,
you're
that's what I'm
grown. It's
saying,
not
you're
like-
grown.
And no,
yeah.
even when I wasn't grown, like
Yeah.
I mean, or like in my 20s, like
Yeah.
that's still not all the way grown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what
You
you're
know?
saying.
Like I
Like, how
never
you gonna
called
tell
him
me what to do.
Yeah,
Right.
he could never. I mean, I was grown when they got married, but
Yeah.
I would never. He was not stepfather to me.
I think
by
you
any
should most
means,
definitely
you know.
consider those things
Yeah.
when
So
dating.
what I've noticed is like when women date older, when women date younger,
It's a problem.
It's
it's typically either they're like they have the money,
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, typically, yeah.
right? And they're like, oh, this is my boy toy, right? Like
Right.
they have the money, or typically it's the money, or the younger guy is getting the money, or they can mold them into getting them what they want. Like
yeah.
My mom is older than my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? But and
That's significant.
it's definitely not like maybe 7 years or something
Yeah.
like
That's
that.
not a bad gap.
But it's still that dynamic when it comes from a woman's perspective. Now, from a man's perspective, it is a double standard. They definitely date younger.
Can I ask y'all this question? What do a 21-year-old and a 39-year-old talk about? That's I don't know that at 37 years old I could date somebody. What would that be? 18? Like, what would we talk about?
I don't know, but for me, I think it's like, I could still, I could still pull this older bad bitch. I'm the man. I'm gonna make all this money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if she has my baby. I could pay for it.
Right.
And
Even
then
if I don't end
and
up
then
with
I could
her.
be, and I could move on.
And
like,
she probably feel the same way. I don't
Yeah.
care if I don't end up with him. He about to be 300 million. I can have his baby.
Alrighty. Well,
So,
Moving
I
on.
don't know.
Right. To each its own. I don't think anybody on this stage is dating a 21-year-old.
yeah,
Anytime soon.
I
Taking
don't
it off.
see that for myself.
Right.
Even if they are a 300 millionaire.
So I have a topic that I would love for us to get into.
Okay, go ahead.
It's coming
Meg
out?
the
Yes, it's making me. I don't know.
Let's stop
Yeah,
with
it's
let's get it off.
It's
'cause
uncomfortable. Sorry.
This is why I hate fucking sashes. They're fucking stupid. Nicki Minaj and Meg the Stallion.
Oh.
What's your take? You go.
So, let me make it clear that I'm not a fan of either one of them.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, did this all start with WAP? Like, where did the beef start?
I didn't even
That's
know
what
there
I
was
need to
one
know.
before this.
I don't think it started with WAP. Well, go.
I'm not a fan of either one of them. But after evaluating both sides,
Okay.
I think that Nicki is actually right.
Do tell.
Because she knows something by Kelsey running her mouth to her. Right? Kelsey has definitely told Megan something because she was like, I don't.
Nikki.
Yeah, definitely told Nicki something to say. Nicki, for Nicki to say to Megan, you don't really want to go here because I could really destroy you.
How old? Okay, let me
said that.
do another age question. How old is Nicki Minaj?
40 at least now.
And
Maybe
how old
39
is
or
Megan
40.
Thee Stallion?
About 26, 7, 8, maybe. I don't know.
To me, that's where we should start. Like, I just don't understand why she's so bothered by.
Lemon Drop.
Like, to me, if you feel like you're the queen of rap and you started all this stuff and you did, like, you should be nurturing the younger generation
She's
to come
never
up
done
with
that,
you.
though.
Yeah,
That
she's
was
The
never
only
done
Cardi's
person,
problem,
the only
remember?
person that she's done that with is Ice Spice, who I feel like is signed to her, and like maybe one other artist. But you have beef with Lotto, you got beef with Cardi, you got beef with Megan. I don't know all the
Wait,
other
Nicki
ones.
had beef with Lotto too?
Yeah,
Oh,
because you know
yeah.
Lotto and Cardi are like,
I remember that.
you know, basically really good.
And now
friends.
Ice Spice and Lotto.
So, Brittany,
Right.
you posted on your Instagram that if you were to pick a side, you would be choosing Megan.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what's your
absolutely.
reason behind that?
The main thing is the age. That's one. Like, you should be happy that people are doing things under your banner. You
But
know
is
what I
this
mean?
only about rap? Because I think it's deeper than that. Like,
Let me finish.
Mhm.
Second of all, she never said your name in the song. Okay, so if nobody else is hollering, everybody keeps saying that half of the song is about Drake. We haven't heard Drake say
And
a
Party.
word and Party. Megan's Law could apply to Drake.
Megan's Law was a real law that she's going to get sued by from that.
I don't think she's gonna get sued.
Oh,
They,
I mean,
they are
definitely
really
do.
upset.
It's
They're
most
really
definitely
upset about
public domain. All she said was you should be
reference to it.
concerned about Megan's Law. I mean, that's like saying read me my Miranda rights.
Exactly.
It's the same.
Yeah, it's the
I don't
same.
think that
Yeah,
you
They're
have
just
a
trying to
legit-
go after
that.
her. They're trying to go after her because she's
But that
a
man's
celebrity.
daughter died and got killed and raped. Like, that wasn't really a cool
But
line.
she
Yeah,
is-
she can reference her mom,
but
though?
she referenced.
Yeah.
And now
That's the
people are
part-
trying
Her
to go
whole crew
dig up her
show
mom's
to
grave.
to the mom's gravesite?
I didn't say that was acceptable, but what I'm saying is you brought in an innocent party that had nothing to do with anything. Megan's Law is about this white girl that got murdered and raped. And
But it
her
applies
family
to her
reaped
husband.
From that.
It applies to her husband. But like she said, you got to realize
That's
that
the name
using
of the
something
law.
like that is the same as saying Miranda rights. Like
And-
if you said that, they can't sue you for saying that because it really is.
Oh,
That's
well.
the name of the
Yeah,
law.
yeah.
And it brings awareness to rape
Yeah.
and sexual predators.
Yeah,
Like
it
her
does.
husband. You decided to marry a sexual predator, you got to deal with the consequences of it. And people are
That's
always
true.
going to bring it up.
Always.
Yeah.
So what about the consequences that it's kind of being out there? Whack 100 spoke on it, that there's actually a video of someone that was
there
that knows
girls.
that
We'll release it.
that knows
Right.
I want to see it. Right.
I'm
That
tired
Tory
of
Lanez
the.
didn't
Asian
do
girls
anything.
or something riding behind them the whole time.
I don't
Yeah.
think Megan is a good person.
We'll release it.
Well, I don't think that people really understand what Tory Lanez went to jail for.
Right.
Once you understand what his actual charges were,
Well,
being
the
in
people know.
being in possession
Of a
of
firearm.
unregistered firearm, he was gonna go
that
to
he
jail.
didn't
anyway.
And was he
shoot,
on
that
probation
didn't
too?
shoot, that he
I don't
didn't
know if
shoot,
he was
though.
on
Okay.
probation,
Okay.
but he most definitely would have been convicted.
Just the California law.
Right.
It period.
So I think people have to understand all of that part about the case.
But he probably wouldn't have been convicted had it not been such a big ordeal around it, and the police
Well,
being called.
I
and
don't
all
know
of
about that because if you
They
go
did that
to
shit in
if
the
you
neighborhood.
say that someone shot you, it is up to California to press charges. Megan didn't press the charges; it was the state of California. So
because she had to go to the hospital.
right, so
But-
same
And there
way.
was a firearm discharge.
Right.
Like,
But he had no gun residue. How do you fire a
It
gun
was
without?
inconclusive.
How do you fire a gun and you don't have any gun
Somebody
residue on
shot
you?
a gun.
And how do you see who shot you from behind? And then let me question this.
was I
This
there?
is my
Were you
question.
there?
Right, no,
Were
I
you
wasn't
there?
there.
This is
Were
my,
you there?
This is
I
my
don't know.
question for you. Do you guys? How do you feel about her as a person? When she
It's
fucked
clear
her,
where you
when
stand.
she fucked her man's best friend.
You said what?
Is that acceptable?
Say that one more time.
When she fucked her man's best friend.
What's the question?
Who fucked whose best friend?
Megan.
Man's friend. Megan fucked.
Tory
Tory Lanez.
Was Kelsey's nigga first? Let's be clear.
I
Why do you
mean,
think they have the beef that they have?
I do think that that's questionable. Seemed like Tory was messing around with everybody. He was also messing with
But
Kylie
Kylie.
Jenner.
But you need to have some standards. If you're my best friend, you better not be fucking my nigga.
That's
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
I agree with that.
You know,
but
right, we don't
the best
disagree.
friend told all the secrets, bitch. I am going to expose you. You fucking
but
my
I don't
man.
think that warrants being shot.
I don't. Who's saying that was the one that let? That's what led
If
her
we're
with.
saying,
She was
if we're
talking
saying
of- she was
Kelsey
trying-
I'm
shot,
saying
wait,
as her character.
Yeah, she was giving the argument about her character, who she is
and
as
I
a
mean,
person.
they're super
Or who
young
she
in
feels
early
like she is.
20s, so I could see that that's probably
Dumb
not
shit
great. But I
happening.
also think like Megan's in a space where she's new to this. She doesn't have anybody. She clinged on to Tory because they have things
Her nigga's best friend.
in common.
I mean, her best friend's nigga. Oh, okay.
But
yeah. That's who you
so
cling on
did she
to.
meet Kelsey
fuck?
first? Did
That's-
Tory
they've
and
been
Kelsey
friends.
first? Tory and Kelsey were friends first.
I believe so.
Okay. Well,
That was her man.
Dang, she's going hard for
Y'all know,
Nicki Minaj.
y'all know Steph don't play about that loyalty shit.
That was
I
her
know.
man.
Don't play.
I mean,
Don't
and I
play.
agree with that.
Yeah,
That's not right
totally
to
agree.
mess with your man's best friend. But I do
Your
feel
best
like,
friend.
But mind you,
Man.
she still was hanging around while they were messing with each other after the fact.
I think it all got unveiled at
That night?
that night.
I think that people
don't
do
do
some
that.
strange things for some change.
exactly.
Yeah,
I agree with
period.
that. I agree with that. But
Next.
don't come
Right.
from my mom because you're gonna have to.
Yeah, that
no,
shit was that
no.
shit was wild.
Now I know,
Yeah, I
and
don't
that
think that
I
was
know
cool.
that even hits deep.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So when I saw that, my eyes just start like watering. Like, why would somebody even? What has the world come to that people are trying to dig up this?
Yeah, no, I
And
don't,
she
I
didn't
don't
correct
think
it at
that,
all.
I don't think, and I don't think that
That's
Nikki's
crazy.
side is right. I don't
Yeah.
think that what she did or said was correct. I don't think her artwork of the Bigfoot, like all of that is stupid,
Yeah.
super clownish to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that she knows, and I'm not taking Nikki's side because,
Right.
like I said, I'm not a fan of either one of them. But I think she does a lot of foolery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I think that I'm not pro fucking Megan either because I think the bitch is.
I think that one thing
got some bad flaws.
One thing that I have learned not to do when it comes to these celebrities and what they show us.
Right.
You can't give anybody the benefit
No,
of the
that's
doubt.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because everybody is capable of doing. You have no, like, the way that they have turned our childhood upside down with the Bill Crosbys and everybody else is doing all this crazy stuff that we thought were like heroes in our eyes. Like, nobody is off limits for being human at this point. You know,
And I don't
They're
think we'll
just-
ever know the truth.
Right, you won't, because they can tell you and show you whatever they want to, but it's
Because
like,
I'm just
you
like,
don't know
if
who
y'all
these
have
people
the
really are.
information, if y'all have the videos, Kelsey, you have immunity, just come out and say what it
Yeah,
was.
exactly. And
Yeah.
they're not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Period.
It doesn't stray me that her character is flawed too. They were friends.
Birds of a
Right.
feather kind of
Birds
thing.
of a feather in a
Flocks
way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she knows more than what she's leading on. But then at the same time, now, like, I don't feel like that's acceptable either, because as a best friend, right? Like, we're not cool anymore. Do that mean I'm supposed to expose everything you do?
Right,
I think
because I
that's
still have
also
friends
whack,
to this
too.
day people that are
But them
not
be
my
the
friends,
ones,
and I
boy.
still ain't told their secrets.
Oh,
Right.
girl.
And
Like,
so
and
for
I
me
would
to
spit
call
in their
her up
face
is
and still wouldn't
very
tell their
whack
secrets.
to me too. Like,
Like,
oh, let me
no.
go holler at your best friend and try to find out all
But
the
her friend
secrets.
said, her ex
Both of
friend
them are
said
whack.
something.
That's
Both
what
of
I'm
them
saying.
are
People do
whack.
strange things for change. Bro.
So
Moving
are
on.
y'all on the free Tory train?
Free Tory.
I'm not on
I'm
that.
not.
I don't know what that man did and
I'm
how
not.
he did it. I ain't freeing nobody.
I'm
child.
not.
We're gonna keep it moving.
It's unfortunate, but I'm not. Okay, so on that note, I think it's time to take a shot.
Is it because it got a little heated?
It did. It was giving debate.
I think it started full on debate.
Not conversation.
I need silence for this. Can you woo woo woo? This shot
Taking it
is.
to Martin.
It's called the woo, but I'm calling it the woo too because I had to tweak the recipe
woo
a little
too.
bit.
Okay.
Woo, like the
just 'cause
movie
I wasn't
Woo
a fan.
with Jada Pinkett?
Listen, I looked up the most
And Tommy
amazing
Davidson?
shots for a 21-year-old. You know, being bartenders, we have lots of things that we hate because we knew what it meant when you come to the bar and ask for them. Sorry to our young, amazing 21-year-olds.
Right.
But
just
it was
giving them a
very
little
frustrating.
game.
It was frustrating for people to come to the bar and ask for like amaretto sours, lemon drops, all those type of things because for one,
First of all, they're like $7.
exactly. And you knew you weren't gonna get a good tip because you're not you don't know the bar life yet or
Not
the
yet,
club
yeah.
life yet or
Right.
the etiquette, so you're not tipping. It was so many things, but you like, oh, this don't taste good. You don't know what it's supposed to taste like. You just start drinking, you know.
Right.
So it's lots of that. So, anyways, this shot is called the Woo 2, and it is my fave, Tito's vodka. We have some peach schnapps in here. We got some peach simple syrup, which I had to add and instead of just plain cranberry juice, I use cranberry pomegranate juice because I love you guys. So let's get into it.
Can you grab me a cupcake too while you're at it?
While
I
you're
think
down
she's
there.
a little far from the cupcakes.
Pass it around.
Can you woo woo woo?
Pass it around. Can you woo?
Grazie.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to take this hoe. There you are, girl.
I'll take the rest of it.
Don't drink espresso and
need
then
it.
drink. I'm
Oh,
sweating.
thank you.
Oh, damn.
Britt, them.
Oh, don't fall
Ooh,
now. Don't
ooh,
fall. Don't
ooh,
fall.
Ooh, ooh.
What were you gonna say?
Your shoes.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
They're
thank
foot
you.
sneakers and like
Super
moccasin-ish.
Thank
I
you.
know, girl.
Please let them know what those are.
These
Wovens.
are thank you because I forgot.
Bitch,
for a
they look
second.
like moccasins.
air woven,
Air woven.
Nike air woven,
Yes.
and the giraffe print. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, those are
They're very
super
comfortable.
Cute.
They look like Minnetonka.
I just gave my Minnetonkas away to my nanny.
Cheers.
Minnetonkas.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
It's gonna be yummy.
Make a wish. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, 21.
Make
Where's
a wish.
my
I
wish
already
gonna be?
Let's
drank
get these
half
high
of mine.
frequencies going in here.
Okay, our wishes, do we say them out loud? 'Cause
Yes, because
We
they
do.
can't hear
Yeah.
the inside of your brain.
Oh. You already know my wish. Get these checks.
Cheers, I guess.
Definitely get these checks. Let's get it.
Oh, is everybody doing a wish?
No,
Bitch,
I
it's
haven't.
4 of us.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I mean, shit.
Go ahead. Say your wish.
I hope everybody heals.
You don't have no wishes for 4 shots later?
Heels. You want everybody to heal?
I hope
Ooh,
everybody.
that was yummy.
I hope everybody heals.
What wish do I have?
I need to heal, child.
We keep having more viral moments. I said that last time.
Oh yeah.
But still, you manifest it. baby.
My wish is gonna be,
I
I
really
think, live shows and cocktails.
Brand deals.
Yes.
Come on, brand.
Collaborations and hostings.
That reminds me of San Francisco airport when you blew out your candles.
Yeah, tell them about that, Britt.
So
Since it is our 21 episode.
it was Stephanie's birthday.
Okay.
We planned a trip to Bali.
Okay.
And me freaking out during the planning, I decided that I could not sit on a plane for 20 plus hours and that we needed to break it up.
Okay.
So we had 2 layovers. First one being...
We should only have one.
We should have only had one. First
I'm
one
mad at
being
the.
Atlanta to San Francisco to Singapore, then Singapore to Bali.
Those are good stops, though. I'm not mad at that. Those are good stops.
So when we were in Atlanta, first of all, we should have flown Delta, which we did not.
First mistake.
Right,
Yeah,
first
mistake. Were we on United? Was it United? I can't remember. Anyway,
No,
that's
it
besides
was
the point.
Delta.
Okay.
Was
Anyway,
it?
no.
Okay.
Nice. So we saw that our flight.
No, it
going
was
into-
American.
American. Okay, we were
Ooh,
going to
I'm
San
sorry.
Francisco. Our flight was delayed, and we had like a short layover, like hour and a half, something like that. And San Francisco is pretty big. So I called American. I'm like, hey, are you sure we're going to not misconnect when we get to San
yeah, that's
Francisco?
right.
Because we'd rather just stay in Atlanta and go the next day.
Because American Airlines
right?
good for that. Oh.
So they're
That
like,
ain't
flying no
no,
more.
you're not going to misconnect. You're going to make it, blah, 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 blah. So we land in San Francisco late. We run. I never ran in the airport. I always laugh at people running in the airport. But
It's
And
giving
it's
Home
like
Alone.
so
it was
far.
so far
It's
because
on
we had to go to
other-
the international
I
side.
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stand it.
So we were running. We're sweating. We get to the gate. It's like maybe 10 people behind us, with us. So the gate agent's up there, and I'm like, oh, good. The door's open. I tell Stephanie, the door's open, so we're going to get on. So she's like, this flight is closed. And I go, you haven't printed the flight plan yet, so
Right.
the flight can't be closed. And she looked like, how do you know that?
Exactly.
So then all the people behind me are like, yeah, what she said, yeah.
I would have been too.
Right. So the lady is like,
She's like,
she's
I used to be a
scared.
stewardess.
And then another lady comes up the jet bridge, and she's like, because she hears the commotion.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, the flight is closed. They argue me down. I was like, no, tell the pilot to come up
No,
here.
then
Like,
she says, we gave your seats away. I said, well, you need to pull them bitches off.
that's
Ooh.
what she said. Literally, word for
Word for
word.
word.
I believe
verbatim.
it. I don't
believe
doubt
it.
that.
Right, right, at all.
So
For 1
I'm
minute.
like,
At all.
so then the people get riled up even more. So then at that point, I was like, we're not getting on because she
of
just
that.
cussed
Right.
the lady out.
Oh, yeah.
right? So the lady's like,
Who the fuck told you to give our fucking seats away?
That's what she did?
yes, yes.
Especially
So-
when it's a connecting flight.
Right,
They know you.
right,
They know you.
because
on
they
it.
can see when
You
land.
can see the connection.
They can see how many
Yeah.
people are gonna misconnect.
Yeah.
All these things, right?
Wow.
So I was like, okay, we lost our chance of getting on this flight now. So the lady's like, we'll be back. So they go down, close the door, plane's backing up. I'm like, shit, we're not getting on. So I'm like, okay, now we're gonna be stuck in San Francisco. She's like, okay, well, all of you can go to the customer service desk. Why did we even do this? So we get to the customer service desk. I don't even know why I let her talk or say anything.
I don't either.
So she just
Right.
starts screaming at the lady.
Well,
Go
because the
ahead.
bitch was a rude bitch, okay? And she wasn't being helpful. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, when you black and you have to have bad customer service all the fucking time.
I don't think it had nothing
I
to
don't
do
know
with
that.
that.
I don't
She had a
necessarily.
motherfucking attitude.
Let me look at
It
this
didn't-
camera.
it didn't have
I think you
nothing
need to
do
look
with
at that. We don't agree with that.
don't
It didn't have
We don't
nothing
agree
to
with
do
that.
with that.
Yes.
and,
bad
and
customer
she's
service.
half black, half white, guys.
Yeah,
so
we don't think.
It didn't have
We don't
nothing to
think
do with
that.
that.
She was
either side. She,
bad customer
equally
service.
balanced.
Like,
Jeez.
bitch, I didn't tell you to get this job. You applied for the motherfucker.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
want
I'm
you to tell the
like-
story. I want you.
I mean, all of this is happening.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
standing there.
Right.
So finally, they're arguing so much. I'm like, we're gonna have
Then
to.
she looking at. Then we get another. Go ahead.
Let her tell the story. This her
She's mad
story.
all over again. She just dug back up all those
I'm just
feelings.
standing there witnessing everything. And so finally, they're arguing so much. I'm like, this lady's not going to help us. We're going to have to sleep in the airport tonight. So finally, she's cursing the lady out so bad. I'm like, sit the fuck down. I'm like, we are going to go to jail. We're going to be on the no-fly list. Like, you need to sit down and just let me fucking handle it, right? So she's like, oh.
Because
I would have had
when her
love
manager
to
was
be
asked
there.
for her
Get that
manager.
loud.
Because I asked for her manager. And I said, and the manager came out, and then she kept looking. I said, what the fuck is you looking at, bitch? Like, I will come across this motherfucker on.
Mind you, she could have just happened to glance up.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
anything.
What the fuck are you
So, you know, mind you, tons of people around. Everybody's watching. And so when I said that, she was kind of like, oh. And then she was like, still going. I'm like, sit the fuck down. So Stephanie's like, all right, I'm going to sit down. So finally, I'm just talking to the lady calm, like, please, can you help us, blah, blah, blah. She's no help.
No, we're not talking to her. We're talking to the new man now.
Well, yeah, but neither one of them were. He's going to back up
Worthless piece of
his
an employee.
coworker, and then he saw her
Yeah.
saying, what the fuck. So he saw her demeanor or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I bought you a piece of cake. Blow your candles out, because now we're going to spend your birthday in the airport.
Right.
You can't have candles. You can't have a lighter, right? So she
Yeah.
was literally like making a wish over the cake. Finally, I said, we're going to wait until there's a shift change. I went, talked to the people. We got a hotel. And we made it to Bali a day late.
Yeah, I made him to Bali a day late.
I was
Lord.
beyond pissed.
So she blames, to this day, she blames it on me because
Yeah, I need.
I
because
didn't
we
wanna
shouldn't
be on
have had
the
two
plane.
connections.
Yeah.
Oh, great. What was your wish? What wish did you make in that moment?
I hope
don't
it came true.
But
Okay.
but she owned it. She was like, yeah, because the flight wasn't that hard. And she
Yeah.
was like, you know what, we shouldn't have
Yeah.
did it. If we did it
'Cause,
again, we would not do that.
Did you take accountability for your behavior?
I was gonna say.
Did I?
When
Did
she
I?
sat down,
little
that
bit.
was her taking accountability.
Okay.
She realized
After you said, "Shut the fuck up,"
you don't want to
Sit the
be
fuck
on
down,
you don't
whatever.
want to be on the no-fly list,
Yeah.
and you don't want to go to jail on your birthday.
Yeah, I took heed.
That
did
part.
that.
So
I just-
more
I
of
let
a
her-
threat.
I
She
let her-
sat down for a threat.
Yes.
let her
Set
handle it.
Yes,
accountability.
you
Okay,
let me
great.
handle it, and it was
Well,
resolved.
that's a
Had
little
she
bit of
just
growth.
let me handle it the whole time. But you know, it reminded me of that video y'all saw the guys in Atlanta airport that were arguing. Did y'all see
Oh
that?
my gosh, with the studio behind him. I got the whole squad behind
No,
me.
but what about?
No, the two. It was like a gay couple, I think.
Oh,
he was
then
I
like,
didn't see that.
remember Shelby and Dolly? Remember? Did y'all not see this video?
I haven't.
No.
I saw the girl that
We
was
have to go home to
that-
our babies.
Yeah, I was
was
about to
throwing
say
shit.
the girl that
girl that was
they
throwing
wouldn't
shit
give
that
her
worked
her
there.
stuff.
Oh, she worked
And then
there.
I saw the guy that got off the plane with the white guy that got into it in Atlanta.
Atlanta airport is just not a real place.
But
I
did you
worked
ever
in there
see
for
the one
many
with the fire
years.
extinguisher? That girl?
Oh, she
No.
Was, yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she
they
was-
recently played that one
Lights-
recently.
Lights went dim.
Ooh.
Okay, but that's enough. That story was so
That
long.
means we need to play Truth or Dare.
Oh my god.
Are
Okay,
y'all
already.
think? That's a 21-year-old game.
Do we need to
Did
cuss?
y'all not do that? I definitely did that for my 21st because we got a hotel room
We
and
need to
my
keep
friends
going?
was partying.
So that's like the thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay, lights are back.
My
Lights are back.
21st birthday, we got a hotel room and all my friends were there.
Did you do anything risque?
No.
No.
I
I mean,
mean,
got
you're
really
asking
drunk.
Janine, did she do anything risque?
Hey, I can be risky.
Bye.
I got drunk. We got drunk.
Right. Go down. What did you do for your 21?
I don't even remember it.
It was that good?
I did not have my
I was
first
still in Chicago, so I was definitely doing
hood rat things with your
white
friends.
people shit.
Oh.
Because I used to
Oh.
hang with
That's
white
always
people.
Yeah, see, I was
didn't-
doing hood rat
I didn't start
shit.
hanging with you all until I
You
came-
all.
Oh, wow.
Half
You
of yourself.
all.
half of myself until I
Okay.
came to Atlanta.
The African Americans?
That's when she lost her mind.
I'm sorry.
Right. That's when she lost her
What?
mind. When she got with the African American, she became herself.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay, Brie, what'd you do for
I
your
didn't-
21?
I didn't drink in college. I did not have my first drink until my 21st birthday. Yeah.
But I'm the one that's not risque.
Listen.
I mean,
wow.
everything changed after. I feel like
Yeah.
everything changed for me after I moved to Atlanta. It was just like a new awakening.
That's
Don't
what
put that
everybody
on us.
says. No, I'm gonna be honest with
Well,
you.
I'm
I'm
from a
happy I didn't move here.
small
too.
place.
I know.
So I was
Atlanta tell
like
you out.
28 because I don't know what I would have been in my early 20s in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was like I had just
I
turned
was
21
wild when
and
I got
moved
here.
here. So I was outside.
Yeah. See?
I came here. I
I
was
was older.
24. Me and Keith had our own place together, like a little bachelorette pad.
So what was happening in that? I
Ain't
don't
no
even
He was
telling.
on tour. He was on tour most of the time. Like This was
Was that Confessions tour?
Confessions tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to like figure shit out on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't even there when I moved in,
Gotcha.
and he would come back and forth. I paid all the bills. Oh, we should have stayed there for a long
I
time.
know.
Our rent was so cheap, girl.
Girl, it would have went
He
up
was
though.
mad when
every
he
year.
sold it. When he had to sell it, he was
So
like,
so we had a place together, and then damn, what was I trying to say? Oh, so when he came back, we was out every day, like Monday through Sunday.
yeah.
Monday we doing this. Tuesday we this. Thursday, I remember Thursdays was like the spot over there off of Claremont Road.
I don't
What?
know.
Sincere used to
Oh,
when y'all was
used to
hanging
party
out.
from
You said it the other week. It was one of your
Pure.
accounts. Oh
Was
no,
it Pure?
No, Pure was downtown.
Right, Spring Street.
You're
I don't
talking
know, but y'all
about
hung out all the
Mansion.
time. I remember,
Mansion.
he's told me all the stories.
No, that's a different
Oh.
story.
Well, my 21st,
I worked at Mansion.
Yeah. Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
the big play. No,
For
I'm
a
thinking Club
second.
Dream.
I did too.
I'm thinking
Velvet,
Dream.
Mansion,
I worked at
Rain,
Mansion. I made good
Well,
money.
I used to go
everywhere.
there all the time.
Compound.
It's on Claire. It's
It's
over
on-
there.
oh,
It was
so
across
yeah.
the
It
byway.
wasn't, but it wasn't what it's called
It's
Dream or what
Yeah,
it
it was-
turned into Dream.
Yeah, it turned
Maybe
into
now,
Dream.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not tripping.
It's closed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. it
I
is
just was trying to
closed now.
envision it.
Yeah. What
Me
you
and
did for
Timothy
your
had just
21st?
moved in, right?
Yeah.
And he had
Together?
yes.
Oh.
We had traveled, or he had to go. He was gone. My mother was out of town. Everybody was
Uh-huh.
gone. So I felt like, oh, this sucks. Nobody's here for my 21st. And it's like, what? My 21st?
Yeah.
I decided to have a house party. Yeah, I got in trouble.
At your mama's house?
No, at our new
y'all
place.
new
By
place.
Our new
Timothy?
apartment.
Right,
Right,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Timothy was because when he called to check on me, someone else answered the phone.
Ooh.
And they were like, yeah, Joy's fucked up.
Oh.
She's trying to climb in the oven.
Oh.
And I tried to climb on the, like when you walk downstairs and there's like an opening in the apartments. You just keep walking down.
Yeah.
I tried to climb on the roof
Oh,
that
my
was right
God.
there.
So not much has
Actually, I did.
changed.
I didn't try. I did.
Roy, so not much has changed.
No. He working on me, y'all.
15 years ago.
I know.
That's
To be
hilarious.
honest, I don't remember.
Probably
but
some
I was
Everclear.
definitely lit.
Oh my
That
god.
is
No, everything
hilarious.
was college.
Oh,
Okay, so we don't have that much longer. Are we playing Truth or Dare or
Okay, let's go.
we
ahead.
don't have to.
who's starting?
Oh no! I wanna ask a question on our shot call. Our
Shot
line.
line.
Okay, let's
Oh,
do
well,
that.
let's end
instead.
with
That's
that.
fine.
Okay,
That's
let's
fine.
end with that. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's answer.
I'm going to drink Brittany.
So
Go
we
ahead,
stop
please.
calling it. What's the 411? It's called shot line.
Line.
Okay, so make sure you guys call in. Leave
Welcome
us a
to my
question.
shot line bling.
right.
Okay, come on.
Make sure you guys call in, leave us a voicemail, ask us a question, leave a compliment, ask for advice, whatever.
A compliment.
They might have to say we love y'all shit. You know, they ain't gotta. Okay, how I play this? Okay, I'm playing in the
Put on
mic.
your mic.
You don't have to wrap
Right.
your arm around the mic.
She's like showing her
Right.
age right now.
Turn it up
Oh
some.
shit! Hold on, let me start over. Hold on. Pause.
Get your life.
Oh my gosh.
Can I go back?
You should
Oh,
be able to.
Lord.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Technical difficulties.
Here we
Clip
go.
this part.
I started dating a guy, and as we're talking, he tells me he's a masseuse. Okay, no worries. He does massage therapy, whatever. I know plenty of people who do that. But then he's like, no, I travel for work. I do like erotic massage or like intimate massage, he calls it. I was like, oh, okay. Like the kind where they pick you up and like swing you around and do all that exercise. I was like, okay, interesting. How do I proceed with this? He's fine, He's fine. But would you date a guy who does quote unquote intimate massages? Just a thought.
No.
Nope.
I don't care how
Okay,
fine.
so for people that may not have heard everything clearly, let's just kind of recap it. She says, "Hey girlies, quick question. I started dating a guy and he's talking to me and he's a masseuse. No worries. He doesn't call massage therapy whatever. I know plenty of people that do that, but then this doesn't translate.
it doesn't
very
translate
fucking well.
correctly. Yeah.
So you sum it up.
I sound like I'm
Sum it
fucking
up. Just
illiterate.
sum it
Okay,
up.
so she meets this guy. She thinks he is fine, super fine, and he does massages. But then she's like, "Oh, okay, cool." So he does massage therapy. He says, "No, I travel for work and I do erotic, intimate massages. You know, like the ones that be on there and they be doing all that extra rubbing and touching.
Rub
Rub
it
on
up,
your
flip
booty,
it,
rub it
slap
on
it.
some other places.
So her question is,
Rub it down.
should she date him?
Would you date him?
Would you date him? Would you date
I'ma let
someone that
y'all
is in
go,
that
bruh.
I would
in
have.
that field?
Okay, first of all, I would have a lot of questions. Like, what happens during these massages? Like,
I would.
what all are you touching? What all are you doing? Are you having sex with the people? Like,
Girl, I wouldn't even get that far.
but I wouldn't date them.
Yeah.
Why
wouldn't even
would
have-
you ask all those questions?
I would
then?
just be curious.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even ask any questions.
I'm
I would
curious.
already know that is not something that I would be interested in. And no, I would not be dating you.
I probably would ask him like, yo, so
How'd you get started?
how do you not get hard?
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
great
that's
question.
a good question. So for me, it would be like no, because
Oh yeah, mine is no too. Sorry.
mine is no, because I know what happens when you just let your nigga or somebody you was dating massage you. You end up fucking.
But it's also a
They be
different type of
they be
intimacy
purposely
with the
massaging
And he
booty.
be getting like, girl, girl.
But you gotta think, one-on-one in a room, you can barely trust a man and a woman in a room without all of that. So put all of the intimacy and the feels and come on, man.
I might,
And
you
if
might
You
as well go
setting
ahead and
yourself
fuck
up for
him.
failure.
And
bro.
it's a lot of women out here that are single that can't find a man. So a man that's
Exactly.
rubbing them hot oil and all that shit on their feet.
Just wide open.
Picking them up,
Slide
girl.
them on in.
All
that oil.
Slide on in.
How much extra?
Right.
I
What is it? What's
I
the
wonder
ending?
what
Happy
Happy
ending.
ending.
happy ending, right? I wonder if he has issues finding someone to date. Like, you know, like how does he date? How is
That-
this gonna?
To me,
Okay.
I would equate this type of lifestyle to a stripper lifestyle, right? Most
So
of
you
the
have to
time,
find, yeah.
when you're dancing for people, a lot of times it's hard to have relationships when you're there. Like maybe that's something you do when you're young. You make your money and then you move on to something else.
But
When you're ready for a serious relationship, because everybody's not secure enough to be in relationships with people that. This
But
is
that's
my
like a
opinion.
But what if-
In my
what if-
opinion,
what if he said like it's like a stripper? I do not have sex with my clients.
but I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because in a strip club, it's lots of people around. Unless you go into a
they
separate
have-
room by
right.
yourself.
And that's why I was gonna
That's
stop because I was gonna
different.
say it's more intimate when they do the go into the room.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
And more
It's
touchy
kind of the
feel.
same
Because
thing.
at a massage, you're in a private room or in their house or something
Same
like
with
that.
the
You can pay
dancer.
them enough and them bitches will go home with you.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Same thing.
You
So
sound like
why pull another
personal
third party?
experience.
into
No,
the
not no
situation?
personal experience.
I think there's how many
They was fucking
millions
in
of
Follies.
billions of people on this earth.
I heard
Keep
about that.
searching.
Right.
Keep
Unless
searching. is my
you're
advice.
okay to be, unless you're fine with
I did.
that lifestyle.
There was a guy on Instagram that does these, and he has a family and kids, and he says that's his way of providing, and that he doesn't do anything
Extra.
extra.
Let me ask y'all this: would y'all ever get that type of massage? Because it's probably a bomb
No.
massage.
I wouldn't.
It probably
No,
is, but
I
no.
just think if I want my marriage to last and
Yeah,
like
Exactly. You see?
we don't
Because
want
I'm
no
telling you, when you start to
issues.
rub all in that booty and in that
That's what I'm
area,
saying, and that's what I'm saying. You don't even want to put yourself in
Right.
that type of situation.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
This fine ass man
And
with
she
all
said
these
he-
muscles
he
rubbing
fine.
all on your
Picking me
booty,
up and
picking
stuff.
me up, flipping me. Like what? Like what?
take me, just take me.
Imagine Janine. Ooh, what you doing?
Is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh! I need to find somebody that's paid to do one of these because I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Maybe
lot of
that-
questions.
We need to
Yeah.
find a guest.
Maybe we should find one as a guest.
Let's
Yes.
find one as a guest. and
Yes,
ask.
and
Yeah,
bring
we
them
gonna
on.
bring 'em
We
on the
most
show.
definitely
Yeah.
need to bring
'Cause
somebody
I
on.
wanna
Any
know.
man that has that type of control to where he's not getting
I need to.
in
How?
that situation.
What are you
If he
thinking
got
about?
that type of control, then we really need to talk to
Do
him.
you
I
have an
need to
earbud
understand
and you're playing the
something.
NFL game or something?
No, your mama talking.
Somebody is distracting you because
Listen,
how?
The only thing that could keep him from getting hard in that situation is him talking to his mom on the phone.
He
while
doing
it.
something to throw it off.
Because
Like,
what
you
if
got
you
to-
happen to be attractive?
Exactly.
And it's like, damn, I wasn't expecting my client to look like this.
Which
a
is
good
why I
point.
wouldn't put myself in that situation.
That's
Bad
a
and
great
boozy, bitch.
Do we have
Come
another
on.
shot line or you weren't?
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Queued up. For
Okay,
that.
okay, I got
Last
one more. I got
last
one more.
one.
I got one more.
You is not gonna
Oh,
be able to
wait.
be in there rubbing on me and not get
Oh,
hard.
no, go
I
for
know,
it.
no, because espresso.
Oh, man,
girl.
it keeps logging me
I
out.
definitely took a sip.
Oh Lord.
What
All this
happened?
ass.
It
I
keeps
said you is
logging
not
me out.
gonna be able to be in there rubbing on me and not get hard. Come on, bruh.
But I mean,
oil?
but okay.
Oil?
So how do regular massage therapists do it? Like
I don't
mean,
have
They probably
men
don't get.
regular
I don't-
massage.
I don't- I
get
never choose
regular
men.
massages by men.
I had one by a man.
only
It
do
wasn't
women.
I
uncomfortable
don't.
for me.
It's uncomfortable for me.
Why?
Let me tell you
Is
why
it
I
uns-
didn't
are
like
you-
it. I had one by man because I didn't have the ability to
A
choose, and I
choice.
really his arms were so hairy. It was disgusting.
Why are
Like,
your
it-
eyes open?
I was like, no,
My
I
eyes
could
ain't
feel
even-
it.
Oh, you could feel it.
I could feel the hair on. It was
Yeah, that's
the
pretty
worst thing. I was
nasty.
like, never again.
That's
Ew.
pretty nasty.
Never again.
He shouldn't
Okay,
be
here
in
we go.
masseuse. You better nair that shit.
Not
I don't know
near
what
your-
this is. I
near
don't know
it.
what
They
it's
could
gonna
do
say.
And it was a white man, so he had lots of hair. Like, it was just.
This is just a random one.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Hope it's not me.
Hi. So my question is, where do you go to meet someone if you are single? Besides online, people always say if you don't go to the clubs, that's not a good place to meet someone whenever you're single. And a lot of times it's hard to find someone serious online. So where would you guys suggest to go to meet someone if you're single?
I recognize that voice. I know who that is.
Okay, where would you go?
Okay, so the question, just for everybody that may not have heard it, is basically this caller is calling in to ask, she's single, where do we suggest that you find someone to meet or to date as a single person? She knows that people say clubs are not the place to go. So, and online is not always the best. So, where do you think she should go?
First of all, okay, who going first? Because let me start.
Go first because
gonna
I'm
start
the one that need all
because
the advice.
Bitch,
My
you cannot say
relationship-
church.
No, my relationship of the last 12
Girl.
years, I met
Right.
in the club.
We need
With
to
my-
ask Britt where she
wait.
go.
Those are different.
Go.
Those are different times. back then.
Listen, no, I'm just saying, like, people say that all the time. Like, I think it's your intentions when you meet somebody in the club or how you meet somebody in the club. You can't just cut out the club as where you can't find somebody to meet. It depends on what you own and what they own when you meet them in the club.
Wait,
Because-
let me.
I think it depends on age too.
You met him in the club.
I met him
I
in the
thought you was a
club.
part of the group, and that's how y'all met.
No, with the group came later. I met him in the club. The funniest shit. He thought I was talking to him. You know, now knowing his personality, he was like, "What was you talking?" I said, "I wasn't talking to you." I was like, "Boy, if you don't get out my face, I'm not talking to you." That's how it happened, right? And then after, we was in the parking lot, so we really met in the parking lot.
Okay.
But we was in the parking lot, and my homegirl at the time was driving, and I was like, "That's the dude that I was talking to him in the club. Pull up, I'm gonna mess with him now." I was like, "Hey, boo, I'm talking to you now. Just messing with him." Came over to my side of the car and started cracking jokes, and that was it. That's how I met him.
I met a couple people in the club, but my current boyfriend, I met online actually, not a dating app online, but Instagram online.
That's interesting.
I like
I
that.
guess that. See, so
I'm
that's
just taking
the first
it
two
all
things.
in. I'm just taking it
The
all
club
in.
I mean,
and
the only-
online.
the
She had
Oh.
already said that those two don't work, and she met her man online, and I met mine in the club. So that goes to show you got to be careful with
Okay.
those stereotypes.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
I mean, I met mine while I was working in a Adidas store.
Right.
So
We
at
walked
work.
in there.
So it worked.
At work.
For sure, while I was at work.
I don't know. Clearly, I don't know.
Well, I've heard through several of my single friends, especially like in Atlanta, places like Bar Margot, those
nice
type
hotel
of bars,
bars.
really, really
Nice
nice
bars.
hotel bars, really, really
You
nice.
also seen a lot of prostitutes there
Yeah.
too, though.
I like to call
and
them
groupies.
escorts. I
But
like
I
to call them
think a man
escorts.
can distinguish between
Which is
And you know
the
what?
better
I-
form, or
but-
the better name
But
of a
you got to
prostitute.
understand what position you're putting yourself in for a man to approach you. If you're in a situation where he's normally seeing prostitutes and groupies in the
It's not
situation,
all that
maybe
at
he.
Bar Margot, though.
But
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
not.
saying that. But
Same
maybe
region.
he
That's
might
more.
come to you,
I'm
come
gonna
into
say
you
like
like
Regis
that.
The
and
same
Dantana's.
regions they be posted up.
Yeah.
Dantana's be. And what's with the steakhouses?
like chops and
Or H&W, Dantana's,
I don't
and
know.
they be hanging out
well,
there.
because if you go there,
Because it's
you
a lot
can
of business
afford-
people that
yeah,
go
you can
there.
afford
It's
the-
about
I
what
see
can
Bar
I get for the
Margot
night?
though.
I feel
Yeah.
like men that go to those type of places, they already know what the women on there. That's why they meeting these
Yeah, I heard that about Dantana's.
assholes.
They knew.
They meeting dudes that are like, I
You
know
can
what
meet
you
them
on,
at the
so I'm
grocery
gonna come at
store,
you
so
like
that's
that.
why you always shouldn't go out looking raggedy with no
Right.
bonnet or nothing on your head, because you never know who
Grocery
you
store is a good place.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't want a guy to approach me in the grocery store because I'm
Yeah.
like focused and I'm just trying to get in
Of
and
course.
out. And they have to be super fine for me to even be like.
Yeah.
Other guys have tried to approach, and I'm just like, I have my AirPods. in.
Right. AirPods.
Listening to something right
I'm focused.
now.
I'm trying to get my list, and I'm trying to get out. I think it's also like what you say. You have to be open.
Mhm.
Like you have to give that energy of like, oh, I'm open and I'm inviting men into my space because, like I said, sometimes I can be very like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Gym, yoga, Pilates.
Yeah.
You never know.
I
They
would
might-
never date anybody I work with because that's a
Mm.
little.
Oh, you don't.
That might be hard.
You don't get your money. I mean, you don't get your honey where you get your money.
No.
I'm like,
I was like, what is she
where is
trying
she
to
going
say?
with this?
No, because my job is
No
very
fraternization.
intimate.
Yeah.
It's
So
kind
if
of like
something
an
goes
intimate
wrong,
thing,
it's
kind
gonna
of.
be
so
hard.
like not misogynist,
Ever date
but
somebody?
I'm just saying I don't think I would date anybody I work
I
with.
wouldn't want to either.
Like if they did work there, they would have to be like in a whole nother, like they work in the legal department or they work in
Yeah.
like something that's not studios
Notice she said
related.
legal department, not customer
yeah.
service.
Right, not
No,
customer
yeah.
service, legal department.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I've
hard.
done that.
That's
I've
hard.
dated. I've gone on one app date. It was horrible, and now the guy lives in my neighborhood.
Shut up.
Oh.
know
And
this
she
guy.
tried to walk past him like she didn't know who he was.
I did the. I was like, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
I'm about to use that one. I'm about to use that.
What
I
else?
do. I don't know. I just feel like.
I feel like somebody's gonna introduce me.
I,
to
yeah, I,
something.
okay, I'm gonna say
yeah,
the
I
best
like
thing.
that too.
Because it's vetted, a vetted person.
Yeah,
I like that.
think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Oh.
but
Somebody
I-
can.
Oh, that,
don't know if that works well for you either.
That didn't go well either.
But I do think that is typically the best way. Is like an intro, like
yeah.
you know what? I
A
know
referral.
someone.
Well, let me
that-
say this.
Yeah.
I don't think he really knew me well enough to give me a intro at that point in time. You know,
Oh, the
do
guy
you
from
agree
the-
or do you disagree?
I mean, he might have need to know a little bit more about you, but I
so.
think
it
that
was surface.
I don't know. I just feel like
You don't. Why you make that
wherever,
face? You don't think
listen,
so?
wherever you meet someone at, I think it's about you guys' energy and frequency and all those things at the time. Like the timing has to be right. The
Right.
conversation has to be right. If it's in the club, just know don't go home with him that night. Maybe it'll turn into something more than just
yeah.
a one night
agree.
stand.
And
You
it's
know
the
what I'm saying?
questions you ask.
Yeah,
I agree with that too.
It's
like
the
it's the way
questions
you
you
approach.
ask.
It's the way you approach it. I just feel like I think that being around single friends and stuff and hearing these conversations about how it's hard to meet people in certain places. I think it's never about the place. I think it's about the people.
The people,
and the timing.
yeah.
and
Like I noticed, I
yeah.
have to be more open because
You have to be.
I'm very like if I go somewhere, I'm just like not even paying attention. Like
yeah.
we went somewhere and Stephanie's like, the guy has been flirting with you the whole time, and you're just
When
like,
you
okay,
paying
whatever.
right.
Oh,
And I was like,
no.
well, because I
Sometimes
was not
you're just
interested,
focused,
first
right?
of
You're
all.
not in that mindset, so it's hard.
Yeah, they was like they was some old men that was out in their little shorty dress up and shit.
Like I don't half the
And
time
he was
I
just
don't be
asking
you
her
weren't
questions
paying
away,
attention.
and I'm like, God.
Okay, so my dare to Brittany is
What is your dare?
to be more open,
Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's
girl.
easy. I can do that.
I'm like, what's going on with Truth or Dare?
and we
For
can
real?
end it just
Right,
like
let's
that.
end it right there.
Be more open so you can find the love of your life, girl.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't have anything
You don't
left.
have anything left. Me either, girl.
We'll see y'all next time.
Next time.
Bye.